Hi, I'm Tom Garrity from Compass Point. Welcome to Conversations at Family Biz Matters. Today I want to talk about business value. And one of the things I say to the business owners that I work with is the only reason to get into business is to get out. Now mostly the reaction is, Tom, that's not what we're about. We're not talking about, we don't want to flip this business. We're not, Chainsaw Al and going to cut all the costs out of this business and our people just to make a profit. And I assure them that's not what I'm talking about either. Talking about the primary responsibility of an owner who wants to create a legacy anyway, is you've got to drive business value. Value is why a business is going to transfer. It doesn't have value, why would anyone want it? I think the key thing to remember is business value, you have to drive business value. It isn't just the result of maybe doing some good things over time. You have to be conscious about it. Like, are we doing the things that we need to do to drive value? I put a formula on the board back here for argument's sake to come up with how is business value typically calculated. There's a lot of ways to get here, but fundamentally we're talking about this formula, which is EBITDA times a multiple equals value. EBITDA is earnings before interest, tax, depreciation, amortization. It's basically the net cash flow of the business. How much cash does this business generate? Times a multiple equals the value, equals potentially what somebody might pay for that business in the marketplace. EBITDA is just a math number, right? We might argue over how we normalize it and how we might make some adjustments, but in the end it's just math. But the multiple is a bit of an art and science. And although, again, we can get into the math of how to get there, it's an inverse of capitalization of earnings and et cetera. What's just important to understand is industries typically trade in a range of multiples. So if it's a range, it's low to high, how do you make sure you're up in this part of the range instead of the low part of the range? Or how do you try to get out of that range? And the game's gonna be in multiple. And there's two things that drive multiple: de-risking the business or taking risk out, and intangible assets. The intangible assets are basically the intellectual capital of the business, and we like to divide those down into the 4C's: human capital, social capital, customer capital, and structural capital. Now, I want to talk a little bit about social capital today. What is that? Social capital is well, you know it when you're in a business, it just has a vibe to it, right? It's the culture, it's the way we communicate with one another, it's the way we talk to customers, it's the experiences that we create with our customers. If anybody's ever gone into an Apple store, even as frustrated as you might be going in, you get it when you walk in there. There is social capital all over in that business. So driving social capital is absolutely critical. You create that kind of strong capital in your business around brand and, again, the experience, the engaging our employees, and it's just the whole culture. They're going to treat customers really well, right? Create those great experiences. Customers that are treated well come back and repeat business, and they refer business. This is all good stuff. This is all what's driving value in your business. So spend some time working on your social capital. It's going to pay off today. It's going to produce more income today, and it's absolutely going to drive value for tomorrow. So if you like what you heard, check out our blog, Family Biz Matters, on our website, compasspt.com. Thank you.